Welcome to Time Frame Thursday with a great quote from Chuck Close. Inspiration is for amateurs, he says. Professionals work every day. Personally, the best inspiration is a deadline. That certainly is true for me as well, and that's why I love this quote. You already know how much I love deadlines and how empowering they are in my life. And so that's why I talk about this a lot, because it's such an important tool in our author toolbox. So welcome, my name is Christopher D'Armani. It is my pleasure, it is my passion to empower nonfiction authors, authors just like you, so you can turn your dream of writing a book into your published reality. That's why I'm here doing what I do, is to help you to take that dream you have and turn it into the magic that's going to transform your life in the way that you can only imagine right now. So we're going to play with deadlines to get there. Let's get some slides playing, yay. All right, so persistence, determination, willingness, along with a pressing deadline, one that forces you out of your comfort zone, will get you farther than any inspiration will on any given day. I came across a post on Facebook a while ago. A guy was talking about, well, I can't write unless I'm inspired. In my inspired days, I can write 5,000 words. It's awesome. He also admitted on those days where he wasn't inspired, he basically wrote 100 to 200 words, and the sad part was that he was comfortable with that. I don't ever want to be comfortable like that. Because when you force yourself to show up every single day, a lot of really amazing things happen. Number one, it turns success, whether that's the end of publication highway and your book is out in the world and you're selling 1 million copies, or in any other area, any other worthy area of your life. Success really is just about showing up. So show up for your writing sessions. Do it every day. Really amazing things will happen. I guarantee you that. Work on your craft every single day, whether you feel like it or not. Because when you do, this is the really beautiful part. When you show up every single day, whether you feel like it or not, you'll learn what I did. Is that the more often I show up, the more consistently I show up every single day, the more often inspiration decides, you know what? I'm going to come visit that dude. He looks like he's working hard. Maybe I'll just help a little bit. And on those days where I don't, or if I've gone for a week without writing, which is, terrible in my world, I find that I'm not very inspired very often. The two really go hand in hand. I forget who said it. There was inspiration shows up more often when it finds me working already, right? So do that. So my notes say, when I show up and write every day, inspiration is never far behind. That's so true for me. Now, she might not show up the second I do, but the beauty of sitting down and starting is that now I've opened up the space for inspiration to show up. Hope you follow that. It's an important point. What's true for me in my life is when I'm wallowing in my comfort zone, that place where all my dreams go to die, where, the food is warm, food is hot, and my favorite drinks are there, and my favorite television shows are on. Guess what? When I'm doing that, very little inspiration shows up. Go figure. But if I show up and I'm working already, inspiration loves to find writers, authors, artists already working. There's something weird about that, but that's just the way it is. And my bet is that if you show up every single day and you do the work as well, inspiration is going to show up and find you and reward you as well. And in my experience, nothing prompts inspiration to show up faster than a really big pressing deadline, one that's so big that it threatens to crush my very existence. When I'm faced with a deadline for work for a client or for meeting my own publishing deadlines or whatever it might be, if that deadline is tomorrow, I am never more inspired than I am today, because tomorrow the hammer drops. And I just don't want that to happen. So when that great big deadline is there, that's so empowering. And my daily writing routine that's really the thing I credit for all of this, by building over time. For me, it's writing power hour at 4 o'clock every day. No matter what else has gone on in my day, and no matter what else I've written yet in that day, 4 o'clock, I sit down and I write for an hour. And I might work on book marketing copy. I might write on social media ads. I might work on, the next outline for my next book. But I'm doing something that's creative that helps advance me and my career. And I would love for you to join me there, because I think that, especially in the beginning, it can be really hard to generate the necessity of that appointment. And one of the realities of the human brain is that I'm far more likely to keep my commitment to you than I am to keep it to myself. That's just how the human brain appears to be wired. I don't particularly like it, and I work really hard to change it, but even on my best days, it's way easier for me to show up when I know that you're going to be there than it is for me to just go, you know what? Yeah, it's 4 o'clock and no one said they're showing up today, so I'm just going to skip it. No.